There are some people who will always remember him as the man of war and who can never forget the violence of his early years.
I had lots of tough negotiations with Martin, lots of times where we weren't meant to be speaking to each other, and all of that goes with tough negotiations. But he was always a friendly person.
For those of us who helped put together the Northern Ireland peace process with him, we will remember his legacy as the man of peace.
There's no doubt that he deserves credit for playing a part in bringing peace to Northern Ireland, but as the Prime Minister has said, no one would ever condone, and I think it's very difficult to forgive the role that he and others played in many years of terrorism, both in Northern Ireland but also elsewhere in the UK.
I think it's sad in a way that his the last political reflections we have about him are probably to do with the collapse of the institutions.
The life of Martin McGuinness was one of extremely mixed views. I mean, we had at one end of the scale the godfather of the Provisional IRA, and at the other end of the scale the man who became pivotal, as our party leader has said, in being in the government of Northern Ireland and of bringing Republicans to that point where peace was the way forward.
What is important about Martin McGuinness's role is he had that capacity to rise above his past, to look to the future and to lead his supporters out of the terror and out of the bombing and mayhem and horror into a new peaceful future.
He was a very, very nice and a friendly person, a good person, and behind all of the bits about the careers and the past and all of that, Martin McGuinness, in my view, was a lovely, lovely person.
And I must say, as a Christian man, as a person who believes very strongly in faith, it's how a person's life finishes that is important, not how the person's life starts. And I suppose that therefore the conclusion can be that the journey was one that ended in a far better place.
People will always have mixed views of Martin McGuinness and what he did during his life.